had sex in like a back room that we snuck into at like
Who did? Sorry, I didn't catch
I
that.
did at this resort in Georgia. I can't think of the name of it right now. It's some French shit, Rue Fleur de Lis or some nonsense. But we broke into like this back.
Yeah, a plantation.
Don't say you broke
we didn't break in. We didn't do that. And went to this. It was a ballroom. It was and I like to imagine that it was it was set up to be like a I don't know, like a wedding was about to take place or something, like maybe the next day. And I like to imagine that we fucked on somebody's really expensive dinner, and I don't think I came though because I was super nervous about getting caught because it seemed like what we were doing could be perceived as illegal.
Did you fake it or just fuck some and get out?
I literally said, like, I don't think this is a good idea. We got to go somewhere else.
Kyle was arrested for faking and entering.
Faking and entering. yes. That's exactly what happened. I don't think I've ever actually been caught.
So
no, I haven't.
I used to be a lifeguard on the beach, and every once in a while you'd find a condom in the stand when you went to work in the morning. Sucks, but that's life in the big city, right? So
you just show up to work with gloves and tongs.
I'm not that like germophobic, you know. You just grab the rim of it and you toss it somewhere or throw it in the trash, and that's the end of that.
It's a fucking tissue. It's gross.
Who has tissues? Like you bring?
No, I use my teeth.
You know who has tissues? People who are used to condoms being at their job. That's like who should have tissues.
Every couple of weeks there'd be one. It wasn't all the time, but I got inspired, of course, and wanted to leave my own condoms in the lifeguard stand. When I tried to pull that off, I don't know how they do it. How quick are these people having sex? Someone was coming by like every 3 minutes. You could hardly neck in the lifeguard stand in peace. And there are police roaming up and down the streets in little like 4-wheel drive golf carts and shit. I don't know how they do it.
The most dangerous sex I've ever had. I'm sure most of us probably have like gotten blown while we drove, but we were driving back from like Texas to Georgia, which is a very long drive. And so she just got on top of me and we had sex while I drove. I just had got back from like flying a helicopter and blowing some shit up. This was far more dangerous than any of that. Like we were really taking our lives into our own hands because I'm like looking over her shoulder while I'm driving. That may have been one of the most dangerous things I've ever done. Totally worth it though.
Yeah, I've done that. Jackie and I have done that.
Oh, sorry, Woody.
Yeah, and I think I've done shit other people shouldn't do. I don't approve of that. But
you should have seen the look on the guy at Burger King when we came through.
I got when I was first on the road, be driving 10 hours at a time, and it's like all local radio. You know, this is almost 20 years ago, and like you go for stretches where there's one radio station and it's Jesus, and that's all you have. And like there was one point where I was on this like super straightaway highway. I hadn't seen cars for 5-10 minutes. And I was like, I wonder if I just stay in the middle lane, how long can I close my eyes and feel safe? And I like did that a couple of times, like, a couple seconds. And like, when I think back to it now, and I'm like, oh, thank God I have Spotify. Just the idea of like how bored I must have been to just be like, why don't I just see if I die or not? Like it's such a dumb thing.
Yeah. When you get out West and some of those places, some of those places that just don't have radio stations anymore. It's like, where am I?
There's no radio stations at all?
I've been places with no radio, or like the one station that you'll hit scan and it'll just roll over forever and then come right back around to the station that you were just on that you hate.
You were trying to leave. Yeah.
The one that you hate.
There's so many parts of the country that have absolutely no radio signal. Like, because,
Wyoming.
Especially if you're like in the mountains. Yeah. Like there are places where you can go probably a half hour with zero radio signal. It's it's one of these things, and it sucks. Like now, when there are places where you're like, oh, I haven't had a cell signal for 20 minutes or whatever it is. And so you just hope you have shit on your phone already. Otherwise, you actually have to like look at the road like an idiot. It's ridiculous.
Dude, I went on like a 6 or 7 mile hike a couple of days ago where I had with my girlfriend, no signal at all. And like as I'm coming back down the mountain at the end, like I start like getting the buzzes like just nonstop, and I'm like thinking like, oh my god, like something serious must have happened. For some reason, my phone still wouldn't open up because it's broken. And I get down to the camp, or not the camp, the fucking parking lot where we started the trail, and I open up my phone. I'm finally able to click through to the message thing, and it was my retard friends in their group chat arguing 287 messages. I think it was about which specialty Halloween breakfast cereal was better, like Blueberry.
I'm sorry, Taylor. All right, Woody and I had strong opinions.
It started out just I know. It started out just normal cereal, and then they moved on to Halloween, and it was like it's too much.
Taylor, I have disagreed with a lot of the things that the hosts have said on this show. If you tell me you're a Count Chocula person, I'm fucking out right now. I cannot abide.
What are you, Taylor?
What are you, a Blueberry man?
It's Frankenberry. You got to go Frankenberry all the way.
Frankenberry? Wait, what flavor is Frankenberry? I remember Blueberry.
I don't even fucking know. I'm just
Pink.
naming the flavors of that.